Okay, so today we're going to be talking about some things in Walsworth. I just have the Walsworth page up and going. So if I'm going to just work on a random page down at the bottom. So if you see this in class, it's just me. I'll probably just work on like first grade and kindergarten every time. So what we're going to work on today is applying templates. You guys can use templates. Not every page has to be extremely Spotify-y where it's like a playlist or something, right? So if we want to use a template, which is totally fine, we can go over here to templates. Did you see how I did that? It's right here on the bottom. We can hit templates. And then this is the custom made one we used in class, but say I don't want to use that one. I can go through here and hit that down arrow and go to any of these that I want and pick one, right? So I'll just stay with adapt and I can scroll through here and do whatever I want. Okay, so say I really like this template. Okay, all I have to do is click and hold and drag. When I click and hold and when I release because I click and hold, right, and I pull it over, it's going to drop it and it will center and outline it, so it should be pretty perfectly aligned. Okay, everything is selected. All of the boxes you see are just placement boxes, like for where they want you to type, where they want pictures. Okay, so if I unclick, now all of a sudden everything is unselected, right? Because we have a dark background, we might want to change most of our text to white, okay? Or we can put like white around it, okay? Or change our background. So what we can do now is fill in these pictures. So if I go to my photo tray, I click my photo tray. I don't have any recommended, so I can go click down and I can click on whatever one I would like, okay? If you don't see it, we can go to others and we see a bunch of the other ones we have put in pictures for on here. So if we needed to add a business card, we're doing junior page, we're doing, the E that we did outside. I'm just going to use the fall sport for Life Touch because they're just all great. So then I can scroll over to figure out which picture I want. So I want a team picture. Let's find a team picture. The one thing we have to be careful of, guys, is on here, do we see how the template goes over the gutter, right? So we can't have anything where somebody's face is right here in this gutter, right? Because then it's going to be cut off. So say I wanted, where's all my team pictures? Oh, here we go. Cross country. Well, I need something a little bit shrinky dinky. Okay, we're going to use the cross country. So all I have to do is click and hold and drag and see how now it has highlighted with the boxes which box I want to. All I have to do is release. It will do its thing and see how now it has inserted and cropped this to be, but now I can't see these two faces, so obviously this wouldn't be the best picture, but you get the point. I can also double click on this picture and start to move this around. So say I wanted to cut out Genesis, which I don't because she's a lovely human being. I could move this over. I could also just shrink it down in general. Oh, wrong one. I can shrink it. Should be able to shrink it. But then there's that. I also can rotate it. So if I wanted it sideways, right, I can do it that way. But then this is going to rotate my picture, not my box. So if I hit done, see how it's now sideways? So I don't want that. So I can double click on it again. And I want it to go back to 0. Just make sure Chloe's in there. Beautiful. Okay. So that's how we do that. The other thing, a couple more things we can work on is if we double click on this text, all of a sudden I am now in the text box. So then I can say, what can I say for cross country? Run. No, that one worked. So, okay. So remember in that one video where we did where he moved all of he moved the thing all around, the heading all around. So then maybe I want to copy this, so I Control C, and then I can Control V it over here. And my goodness, my mouse is touchy. Okay. No, sorry guys. There we go. Say I want to put this run over here. Maybe I want to put another one over here, right? So then I have moving around. Same thing if I wanted to do a different one of these pictures, I can just go back to my photo tray, click, say, this picture of Malachi. I can just click and hold. I want him here, right? And then maybe I want another team picture up in that top one. This girls volleyball team will do great. My goodness. My computer is glitching. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just scrolling over right now. I want this volleyball picture. I can just click and hold it and on release. Does its thing. Maybe I want this a little zoomed in. Double click. Then now I can, maybe I don't want it that small. Right. Then I just hit done. It will do its thing. The one thing we want to double check is to make sure that I have all, like, typing up all of this. Okay. So I can then come in here and retype all my information, right? Like I could say cross country is amazing. They all run super fast. And obviously you would have an actual story that you're writing about, right? I'm just making this up. And then I can fill that out. The other thing, if I want this to be white, I can come over here to my text box and click white. Okay. And make that. You're going to want to highlight everything that you want. So say I want cross country to be blue. I can highlight cross country and I can go to the show more and then I can find my blue. So say I wanted this blue and now all of a sudden just cross country is changed color. Okay. If you wanted a border around your text, all you have to do is hit border and then we can make it say red. Oh no, red's the color of the text. Let's change it to something else. Let's change it to blue. And then maybe I want it to be filled with the yellow. And all of a sudden now my text box is yellow. And then the red line through is just white, or not white, my goodness, is clear, transparent. So that's the one we normally want. Then I'm going to go back to select and it will do its thing. Okay, there we go. Okay. The other thing that can work really well with templates is that these little side stories are your captions, okay? Because this is your main story, right? The thing that your write-up. But all of these little ones are captions about the images, okay? So it's a really good way to utilize. You can also move and manipulate templates. So if I didn't want this whole thing, I can just go in here and delete it. I just click and hit my delete button. Let me move this real quick so I can get rid of that. Sorry, I was working on Spotify to get you guys some images for. Okay, so then this works really well, right? Now these two aren't covered up. Okay, that is all for this basic ones and templates. I hope this is helpful for anybody. I will be doing more and posting more on Classroom. Okay, have a great day.